If you have not subscribed to Alboa Cinema, this is where you will get everything. So subscribe. Subscribe.
So now I came across this something I found that was extremely interesting. So apparently, the government, no, sorry, that is Book of Cars. The government of UK, yes, the experiments to dim the sun will be approved. They want to dim the sun, the government of UK. They want to dim, like you see some of these things they're saying and you think, oh, we watch. But it's happening. In fact, Bill Gates was talking about that. I think Bill Gates and one of these people, they were talking about it. They want to dim the sun. This is where we need to make our own things, brother. At least we know we have some science to counter. If people are deciding they want to, I don't know how they're going to do it, but let's listen. This is another fellow there from the UK I follow. It's called Sargon of Akkad. But here he has a channel called Akkad Daily where he puts these two reactions. So we are going to listen. He's going to read through this. I wanted to read it through, but I think for the ladies that will be coming to this channel, I want to put for you someone with a British accent. Accent ya maju. Iko mbele kabisa, si ndio? Sawa, let's see what is called Carl Benjamin. This guy over here.
So as if to prove that we are actually living in the most ridiculous timeline, the Labour government has today announced that they have approved, quote, experiments to dim the sun, or will be within the coming weeks, because they think this will save us from global warming.
Like this, I'm sorry, but this climate change thing is like an excuse to do all kinds of things. You people over there, you want to start manufacturing. No, you'll destroy the earth. No, we have a lot of manufacturing. Our life is great because of... But no, you cannot. That's basically this is what this sentiment is. And I don't know why so many of these elites who push these climate change things actually know these things, but they keep insisting. And unfortunately for many of us are in the quagmire down here, the poor, we're always following this nonsense. Like just, it's just said in the radio, the sun will get very hot and all of us die because we cannot make things. We shouldn't manufacture anything. That is too much carbon. Like there's just too much bullshit. But let's continue.
Brilliant. So I just want to, before we get into the meat of this, talk about a bit of a history and a bit of the context around it. So you may remember that we live in England. There are 8,760 hours in a year. And we can measure the amount of sunlight hours we get in that year, as in the amount of hours that the sun actually strikes the earth and is not intercepted by clouds. And unsurprisingly, England and Scotland are some of the least sunny places in the world.
That's why they are pasty like that, in the British, together that side. They're called, is it the British Isles? Or is it UK? Scotland. Very pasty people. Because they have no sun. Look up here. They have very little sun throughout the year. So, actually, one of my friends, he actually lives here. It is hell. When like right now, summer is come on, they're very happy.
England gets about 1,300 sunlight hours. Scotland like 1,100 sunlight hours. As you can see, the only places that get fewer sunlight hours than us are in the Arctic Circle. Like Sweden and Norway get more sunlight than we do. Russia gets more sunlight than we do. Canada gets more sunlight than we do. And for some reason, our stupid government is like, you know what we need? Solar panels. That's what will benefit England. Solar panels. Here's nearly £200 million in the budget to put solar panels on top of schools.
So you've invested in solar panels, but you also want to dim the source of the solar power. Easy scam was here. This is not a scam. Like every time, like when these politicians and what they gang up to say, okay, we're going to do this and spend this much money. Where do you think that money, like this 180 million pounds, is going? It's going to people who produce the solar panels. Yes. I think sometimes a lot of us, the technology is forced on us because some people already have the product. So they're trying to sell it, and so they go corrupt the politicians because it's easy. And then they give them their cut. The politicians, sometimes they even given shares, what? Then they push it. Now this thing of solar panels, wind panels, whatnot. I don't know whether it's a good thing or bad thing because there's just so much bullshit information around it. But I'm guessing that batteries have gotten really much better. If you look at like how the Chinese electric car industry is going, the batteries are excellent. Even our phones, the capacity is going up. So that technology, I believe, is getting better. But you can't force it on people. I think the technology has to compete with the existing technology. It has to, and that means cost, efficiency, and all those things. But
hospitals, this surely won't be a dramatic and just incredible waste of money that future generations will laugh at us for even attempting. But of course, no, they're going ahead with it, or at least they were going ahead with it until it turned out, oh wait, these are being made in China with slave labor. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to still push ahead with the solar panels. We're just going to make sure that there is no slavery or human trafficking in the supply chain. Because you know what we're going to do is we're just going to trust China's word in it, bro. So that preposterous, absolutely preposterous.
But you guys have to be very careful because a lot of you listen to this, especially these European American politicians and so-called experts, and you fall over yourself just regurgitating whatever rubbish they're telling to you. You don't know that these people are already compromised. These are people who've already been paid to say these things and push this product. It's a product. It's not about your morals or what. It's a product that needs to go in the market. But if you look at the process of making these batteries, the amount of pollution involved and human suffering. Yes, see your Congo here. That's where one of the places all those minerals come from. If you thought about it critically, people will kind of just navigate this space with a bit more humility instead of climate change, instead of bringing us some stupid girl like Greta Thunberg tell us, how dare us?
How dare you?
Like the shame of these people.
And this all precedes the government saying, yeah, no, we're going to then go ahead of dimming the sun. Again, right? I live in England.
Even just listen to that, how ridiculous that sounds, that you want to dim this. We've approved a project to dim the sun. Like, I think whatever they're going to do here might affect the whole world. Like, why do these people just make these arbitrary decisions like that affect everyone? Oh, all of you are going to have this vaccine, so the whole world, no questions, will ban you from in social media. Stop talking. Every time somebody tries to force me to do something, I know it is laced with corruption and it's probably not good for me. Most likely not good for me. So that's that.
I don't consent to you dimming the sun. We don't get enough sun as it.
I think some of these things is like that's why most people are going against this progressive ideologies of the West, this wokeness, because this also comes from that woke brigade, yeah. And it's become so oppressive to so many people. It's actually, it's a good. Let me take a screenshot. Oh, no, you're saving Let me. Just give me a quick one. I need to get that one. That's for my thumbnail. I think this is perfect. Carl Benjamin. Sawa kabisa. Haya. Let's continue with Carl over here.
And how does this help the rest of the world exactly? Are we going to be doing this for... I mean, obviously, we only have the authority to dim the sun over England, which, again, is such a preposterous thing to say. Like, England is not suffering from an abundance of sunlight, right? This is just not the case. And so, anyway, their plan will include injecting aerosols into the atmosphere or brightening clouds to reflect sunshine and various other things that they have decided arbitrarily, that the Labour government that got elected on 20% of the total vote have decided, yeah, no, it's within our remit to just dim the sun for everyone, right?
I think that's... because they're pushing people with a lot of, they have this big part of the population that watches mainstream media that just brainwashed constantly. They just follow whatever. Oh, we need to dim the sun. Okay, master, we need to dim the sun. Oh, you need to castrate yourself. Okay, master, we'll castrate ourselves. Oh, you need to stop eating meat. Okay, master, we'll eat your fake meat from the lab. Like, come on, guys. Like, wacheni kuwa flimsy in your mind. So everything comes, it's just wind blocks you this way, the next wind knocks you the other way. You have nothing to stand on, bana. Just attempt to find the truth. It's very easy to remove yourself. Not easy. It's very apt to remove yourself emotionally from important things so that you can see them for what they are clearly. So that you have as little emotional persuasion to get to this, because it doesn't help. Every time you overreact on emotions, you see what everything goes to hell. So
No one voted for this. No
Yes.
one consents to this. You do not.
But you know the people you're voting for and what they're capable of doing. So every time you vote for them and they do something, no, oh my God. No, these people are pushing this climate change bananas and everywhere. They don't even make sense most of the time, but they force you. You know, when somebody starts telling you, oh, climate denier, oh, you're trying to shame me, so that I follow your rubbish. I know it's rubbish now for sure. If it's coherent and everything, you put it in front there, and you don't try. You every time you try to force somebody to follow your ideology or whatever this science you're talking about, we revolt immediately. It is what it is.
not have the authority to do this. And
And we revolt because we know you're corrupt mostly and you take advantage of people. Why should I trust you? You're a corrupt person. You've always been corrupt. Why should I trust you? Nothing.
I'm not even getting into the discussion on climate change. I just don't want you to do this. I've just got no interest in it. And as many people have pointed out,
I think everyone in the world is with you, Benjamin, Carl. We don't want any of these lunatics to try any of this. Imagine trying to block out the sun. Like everything we plant, the food, it's created by the sun, really. Like it's the core. So do they want to climb so that they can do that matrix thing where everything is made from the factory, even the meat is processed in the factory, they make it, they grow it. You know, there is fake meat they're making in the US, like they've already made in many places, grown in the lab. Okay.
yes, our government has actually taken on the aspect of Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. The Simpsons did it first.
Yeah,
Yes,
actually.
they have actually decided that you're getting too much sun, and it's not because they're greedy and capitalist, even though they are going to be spending all your money on it. It's that they're trying to save the world by blocking out the sun over England. I mean, just think about that for a moment, just how stupid that sounds. It's
Oh
not
my
stupid
God.
enough that we can be like, well, we're 1% of global emissions of carbon.
That's
so if we
true.
get carbon neutral, what? The world is saved? No, we didn't do anything. That 1% isn't going to make any difference whatsoever. And I felt like, right, okay, yeah. So what we're going to do then is block out the sun over England, and that will save the world. No, that's not going to save the world either, is it?
By the way, England, I think they're just like US, they exported most of their manufacturing to the Chinese. That's why they don't have a very big that 1% carbon. It's very low for like an industrialized country, England, first world. But they all exported their manufacturing to China, and China doesn't stop by the. China is still building coal plants. Whatever the power is needed, they'll do what's required to have the power and build the thing. That's one of their biggest advantages. So all these guys they've strangled themselves with all these regulations about climate and environment, because a lot of it, some is good, but a lot of it is bullshit. Let me be honest. You know, the normal clean environment, clean water, these chemicals here, that is normal, because we can immediately feel the effects. If there's some chemicals in the water, there'll be downstream effects almost immediately. And then because there's that, a lot of the times the action is right there. But these other they use that now to have this amorphous abstract, claims. Oh, in 12 years, the sun will burn out. It will burn to the crisp the earth. Oh, the water will all fill up the earth. The North Pole will melt, and the Arctic. It never comes to be. Like it's such nonsense. Like they've not been right once. Like I can't remember when they were right. Oh, this will happen by this. It doesn't happen. Oh, this will happen by this. So sometimes the weather changes a bit in a few years, and it goes back to the normal cycle. Like, and it's not like this does not happen throughout the existence of Earth. Like, what are we talking about? It's now that that's why they get even more. They get brave, and then they start telling, okay, actually, I think we should just block out the sun. Do you think this nonsense would come to us very fast? Okay, as we don't really, we are still a subsistence level, but some kind from abroad will come. You know, the Africans did a bit of their sun blocked out. You see, there's Sahara desert. You need to block.
Even if everything you said was right, that's still not going to work. So would you just stop being openly evil for 5 minutes? Like, what you're planning is the most horrific thing. Like, it's people get depressed in bad weather, right? People get depressed when there just isn't enough sunshine, because we need the sunshine. We actually, as humans, are kind of reliant on it in multiple ways, such as producing vitamin D in our skin. So you're going to create a load of people who get sick from not seeing the sun enough. And they're like, yeah, well, it's either this or the world blows up or something in a firestorm. It's like, that's not going to work.
Yep.
You are moronic, and it is embarrassing. And the thing as well, this isn't even new, and you're going to get called a conspiracy
Yes, actually, I remember I was telling you earlier, Bill Gates says it. So yeah, bizarre conspiracy claims Bill Gates is trying to block out the sun. It was true, and the media was covering. You know, they like to cover that, like the mainstream media. And then, of course, you'll have some other fringes also paid by the same people. Just saying, you know, to report the same thing and create a narrative, create a false truth. That's what happens. A lot of you fall for that. You're seeing so many media houses covering something like, yeah, everyone is saying it. It doesn't mean it's true. It's also doesn't mean it's false, but most of the time, the tactic is to bring one comes up with a lie or a notion, then the rest second it. Then you have this cluster of media houses saying the same thing. And that's how you guys buy into the bullshit. Wacha niwafunze kidogo pia.
Theorist for suggesting this as the Independent in 2021 bizarre conspiracy theory claims Bill Gates is trying to block out the sun. Oh really? What was the origin of that conspiracy theory?
This is it. Bill Gates' venture aims to spray dust into the atmosphere to block the sun. What could go wrong?
Right, it was Forbes. Forbes posted this. A Bill Gates venture aims to spray dust into the atmosphere to block the sun. What could go wrong? I mean, the very nature of
this guy is trying to be. You see, for me, like these people don't surprise me anymore. The level of greed and self-importance they have these days, like this Bill Gates fellow. I know a lot of you people here in Kenya have been eating his money with Gates Foundation. Bill and Belinda Gates, you've been bought off. You've pretended you're here to save the world in your activism. Oh, woman and child. Oh, baby. You're all just making money. You don't change a goddamn thing. You don't create a job. You just bought and paid for panderers and propagandists. You're useless to us. That's the truth. You're useless to us, especially people who align yourself with these foreign billionaires who in their own country, they're being chased by lawsuits everywhere for the things they've done in India, everywhere. You guys are just happy here because you're greedy and you're pathetic. You're pretenders. Make me sick, man.
You do not. I don't.
You make me sick, and I've read a lot of your comments when you say it was is being shut down and what. Like, how are you proud of that? Crying, oh, so many people will miss HIV medicine. Shut up. Make your own or buy your own. Like, shut the hell up, man. Like, what the hell, man? It's Africans who make us feel like we can't do anything. Oh, there'll be so many pregnant women who will undergo. Why can't you do it yourself? Where are guys buying 25 million shilling cars and you can't do that for yourself? No. That money is not yours. Like, stop it. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Now, you see, the things, people want to block out the sun because you depend on them for everything. Oh, Bill Gates our water. Oh, Bill Gates our mosquitoes. Oh, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Where's the pride? Where's the self-respect?
Consent to some American billionaire blocking out the sun. I don't care how hellishly hot the earth is going to get. I don't care. I don't care what climate change does to us. I don't care. I do not consent to you blocking out the sun. Whatever it is that you think you need, that's not it. That is not it.
You're not. I don't want any of these people driving this much, having this much influence how our lives turn out. You by now you should have seen they don't care. Like, why do you guys even believe these things? I know it's second nature. You remove yourself from the responsibility of having to find out things. Oh, they said it on Citizen. Shut up.
I don't see enough sun as it is because I live in England, and so no, absolutely not. And the idea that this could go ahead and has been, apparently it's just going to be signed off by the Labour government, is just mad. Absolutely mad. And we will end up having to campaign. We will restore the sun over England, lads. That's the future that we're going to promise. There's going to be sunshine in the future because the government won't artificially shut it down. And the thing is, again, like within 3 years, like, you know, this is actually happening. This is actually happening. And they've been talking about this since at least 2008, although I don't doubt it goes back way further than that. And so,
Man, go there, Card Daily KKAD. There is he has good commentary about world politics. You can follow him there. Yeah, man. Like, people are mad, man. Like, I think I do some of these things on the side because I think it's important to have the narrative where if things don't really make sense because maybe you are more inclined to believe the mainstream, but mainstream keep lying, then you need to go to a source and find people who've asked questions. It doesn't mean everybody's right, but it means that you have to be more careful with allowing corrupt, greedy, self-absorbed narcissists to plan how your life is going, or how many children you're going to have, or what you're going to use, or which fuel you're going to use, or which type of car you're going to like you don't need that. But it's because you've handed over so much of your power to these people that they feel now, okay, now I think we should let's tinker with this sun. Wacha tutoe bulb kidogo. It's unbelievable. Oh, the Brits want to block out the sun. Hey, Africans, let's be ready, brother. Things are coming. We don't even know are happening, but we just find them here. Hey. I don't know what guys think. Guys, subscribe, brother. Leave a comment what you think about this story over here. You can like the video or dislike. Really, to be honest with you, I need the reactions. It's good for the algorithm. And of course, you can share to all them people. Now, if you can see beneath me, I have to continue promoting our project, the Book of Ka, Chapter X. That's a feature film that we shall be producing. We are producing actually currently, and it's in a cinematic universe, African mythology, sci-fi. So Book of Ka is around. Go to YouTube. Just search Book of Ka. There's OT Unleashed there that you can really enjoy. So on the till number, you can leave something here if you're in Kenya. On PayPal or the same to sejo2001@gmail.com. You can find it down here. Send whatever you can. We are trying to raise about, is this $45,000, give or take 5 to 6 million shillings to finish the project till the end. But I suspect even if we don't meet these goals, the film will still come out. You know, we want to get more artists involved. We want to have so many other things to improve and make maybe time a bit shorter. But if push comes to shove, we are right here in the studio, just digging in. Let me show you. You see, first of all, this is Zumuzid Ajeba. This is the main the protagonist of Chapter X. Chapter X. Hiyo ndio mwenyewe. Ukiona hapo huko nyuma, mtu anaendelea kuendelea kazi huko nyuma kwenye studio. Ama vipi? Otherwise, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Till next time.